It's time to go back and solve the mystery. And that includes going to Mystery's horrific Facebook page. This is really it. This is his official page. It's called askmystery.com. This is his banner logo thing. Right now, guys, here's an upcoming event. You know how like I'm kind of over the Corey stuff and like I give him a break and don't talk about his kids. This we can stare at all day. Mystery and Ablaze for training. More training. What is that? March 13th. When is that? Oh my God. Do we want to hear this with sound, guys?
Train for. And this is what you guys train for. You're trained
It's
already.
not easy to
Think how
find.
much more advanced you are over the guys who have not even thought about it. They just see a girl try to get the girl. They just want a girlfriend. They don't want to learn a skill set, right? Start at the end. You guys have already thought this through. You've already gotten experience in field. You already know what the field provides. You know what to expect. So that should lower your approach anxiety. Knowing your opener is going to lower your approach anxiety, but it doesn't go away. I have to break.
He's still saying,
This is all true, though.
I have to break through.
True in
all
what
my
sense?
barriers because
That if you can't approach somebody and talk to them casually, you'll never break through and be the one to make the first move to show somebody that you're interested in them. You'll be passive and it'll just kind of happen to you.
Yeah, and if that was the advice he was giving out for free, I would say, okay, not amazing, it's okay, thanks.
Right.
He's charging thousands of dollars for this.
Tens of thousands of dollars.
and I see pretty flowers.
This is loud.
Pick them up by the roots and try to get them home. It's my park. I can go there and see my flowers anytime
I don't want to know what that meant. Picking up women indicators from 17 years ago.
What a woman says.
Is this right after the show?
Are two entirely.
I think it's before.
There are specific hardwired signals that
He's been saying
He's got the
same-
medallion on.
He's been saying the same issue for this long.
demonstrate when there is a man of high value in proximity to you. They are touching of the hair, subconscious. Thank you.
That's not evolutionary.
They are. It is. It's hardwired. It is. If they scratch here, no, no, no.
Nowadays it's terrible.
He's a great debater. He debates very well. Nope, nah, no, nah.
Yeah. I'm a master debater.
What does that mean when you scratch your hand, look away, and then say no? And what does that evolution say about you?
The woman says and how they respond are two different things. I could be wrong. You know, who knows? About the science of social dynamics at MIT, but I could be wrong.
What?
Who knows?
He's got the medallion on.
Listen.
Social dynamics at MIT.
He's talking about how, I see the medallion. He's talking about how he has referenced his research on social dynamics at MIT.
Right.
Like that means anything. It's all research-based. Research comes and goes. Just because it's at MIT, that doesn't mean that it's right. And it doesn't mean that the people researching it think it's right.
But you can say that with a large enough data set, you can spot trends and create a coaching method for successful interactions.
Yeah, that's like saying I can master the stock market by just looking at dynamics and not understanding the actual market itself. You are going to lose eventually, and it's going to be a lot of people's money.
Salvage said, who this Muppet? That's rad.
Another one of them is scratching here, and
Look how that girl was looking at him. Just keep
Like
an
he's
eye,
a dumb
keep an eye on her. I can't take my eyes off her
scratching
reaction.
here.
Wait, why here?
Isn't that weird? It comes from eight days.
Ew.
You can demonstrate that you need to be groomed, and there is a
Zoom in.
5 to 8 feet. Yeah, it's a hard one.
Yeah, Mr. Michael's got the IOI.
I'm
And
gonna watch out for that.
you should watch out for that. But of course, if you're attracted to the man, you're going to want to scratch anyway. Man goes into a public gathering by himself or with a couple buddies. Does he grab drinks with his buddies, walk around the room with his buddies?
He is way too confident. He is way too comfortable.
Well, he's scientifically positioned himself. I'm leaning forward in order to show interest to the camera, and it displays a day. Like he's broken all this stuff down. It's like giving somebody the manual to like a Bell helicopter and then them being like, oh yeah, I'm a master mechanic because I have this book.
Someone at MIT
Right.
wrote it.
Right. And it's like, well, you don't know how to apply all of it. You just like know some stuff. Closed body language there. So Wu-Tang brought up a good point.
Wu-Tang.
Is that with drugs and money, you can get girls.
don't
But
say.
what that doesn't tell you is how you can like find someone worth spending a lot of time with, or a life partner or something. That I think that's what most people's goal is when they're seeking this kind of advice.
No, and so that's the main point of all this, is that he said, even in that last episode that we watched where he's like almost crying, and he goes, that's why this is hard for me too.
Right.
And it was hilarious. He's trying to make it sound as though this isn't as scummy and predatory, as basic as it can be for a male, I'm assuming, to use tricks to get sex from another human. It's
Right.
not about relationships. It's not about people's feelings. It's not about long-term anything. He's not building bridges. He's trying to rob, like, he's not even trying to rob a bank. You're trying to rob, like, one of the cart people that walks around selling hot dogs. He's trying to, how do you grift them?
He's kind of a romance pickpocket. Right?
Look over here.
Hey, what's this, doink? Yeah.
He looks like it.
Right.
By the way, there are no other actual real men that aren't under his tutelage. When did Chris take his glasses off? When my eyes hurt, that's when I take them off. There are no other real men around because he would get trampled verbally and physically.
Yeah. So the thing's going for him is that he's a bright guy. He's not applying his intelligence in a way that's helping humanity, but he's a bright guy. He's tall. He's thin. He's got a look that people go for.
What?
Being tall is an advantage.
Yeah, but not being gawky thin. And he's pale
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's girls that are into the guys in Depeche Mode and Kraftwerk.
because they play instruments well.
Right. That's really what he should have went for instead of all this.
It's a lot more work, isn't it? It's,
Right.
it's what he gravitated toward.
How to sustain a relationship is more interesting to me than how to start a relationship.
Well, that's because at your age, your stage of life, but he's not trying, and you're harder to convince to give money to him.
Right.
He's going for the desperate dudes that want a morsel of sex, of physical touch, or, I don't know, anything like that. He's not talking about, you're talking about like maintaining a well-built house. These guys, he's talking to these guys like how to break in and steal something from someone's house
I know.
and then run away and be proud of it. By the way, we are only 1 minute and 32 seconds into a 6-minute video.
I know. Well, we
Whoa. Oh my God. Well, I think you have to.
Now that's
am I
what
doing a
Cal
trumpet solo?
subscriber donated $2. How much dollar to play a trumpet solo on a live cam?
I don't usually do this.
He usually does it for free. Talent hurts.
By the way, I have an album that is, the demo is available on YouTube. If you go to our page, Back to the Sofa, and you scroll all the way down, there's some music there that I did, and then there's some animation and music that Chris and I did together.
Yeah.
And nobody likes it. But it's there, and
exists.
I worked really hard on that album. It's gonna come out by the summer, I hope.
Well, and
But it's been 5 years, so it's taking a long time for me to just lock it and send it out.
I don't know. It's cool. It's good chill music that I like, and it offends him when I say I listen to it when I clean or when I'm doing stuff where I want to relax.
It's essentially a soundtrack to a movie that doesn't exist.
That was really great. I'm glad that.
Kyle's got shoes, Kyle's got tape.
Bragging on this, give me a break. The hat is bananas.
Ignore the hat for a moment. In the bottom left corner, this is
Venusian.
VenusianArts.com. The last one was like Area 51. I don't know, Sexer.com.
He's always rebranding
He's
himself.
rebranding constantly.
He never stays stagnant. He's always evolving and getting cooler.
Moving from town to town.
Jameer
Are
Queef.
you ready to know the 5 attraction switches that exist in every woman ubiquitously?
Ubiquitously. Who's he talking to?
First, we've talked about already, it's called pre-selection. We need...
He is the gawkiest male of them. Cannot.
He's not that cool.
Dude, he's showing his chicken wings. His head is clearly too small for his body with a giant Jameer Queef hat.
Yeah, like I got a shoulder tattoo, and I'm like, oh, do I wear tank tops now? And the answer is no.
Why come tattoo? I just like saying that. It's like out of context. Doesn't make any sense.
We can infer it by being unaffected.
Oh, this is like
Oh,
at round table.
he's at one of these things where he trains people.
Yeah,
By doing a
What an
calibrated-
awful presentation.
that's who he's looking at.
where you say to the girl, all right, you're losing me, and roll off with your eyes. She's going to
Yeah, Kodama, this is awfully depressing.
into virtually every set now. Make sense?
Who's Bradley
That she
Whitford?
knows it's not her beauty that I'm after, and that will trigger the hardwired pre-selection switch.
What is he saying? That's a
Like
good way to say that.
he's really coming off as this expert in the science.
He is not bussing.
He ain't bussing, and it's hard for us to digest. It's kind of like when somebody like Corey is doing the dance on the Good Morning Show, and then he says, "Oh, it was a setup because everyone hated it."
Right.
And it's like, well, he did the exact same dance at his concert at Loserville. He did that.
Yeah.
This thing.
Yeah.
Dun, 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 in the club. It looked like a goddamn uterus.
That's right. So if you do digital store.
Digital store.
Oh.
What's up, girl? I like freckles.
Okay, well, the good news is his ebook is only $12.
Oh, we might have to buy it.
Buy it.
Ebook?
Let's see if we can.
The narrated audiobook. That's what I'm talking
Book
about.
of Negs.
Hey, you got to know what the negs are to avoid them.
Ask Mystery Lecture Series Volume 3, $160.
Yeah, but you need the lectures to figure out how to talk to whoers.
$160.
All right, but let's get to the $24,000 Bali
right.
package.
Yeah, live training, you mean.
Live training, right. Offer something interesting or something valuable. It's not that complicated.
Easy. Look like that guy.
Yeah, I know. I don't.
4/5 of it is done. Or the I hope this is all AI.
There you go.
my God.
$12,000.
Oh my God.
There's more under it. Oh, there was last time. Okay, so we're at $12,000.
Dude, standard.
4.5 days.
Well, let's start from the top here. Hold on. No, I don't. I do have questions, but I don't want to talk to you.
Go to that thing and go, what the fuck is this? And the AI will answer.
It'll automatically.
Right.
We're douchebags. So $4,997 for the standard boot camp features. 2 days, 2 nights, because you need 2 nights. 5 levels of game. Evolution of
Pick up attraction, a point of a
9 phases of the M3. This is
5
all
levels of
bullshit.
game.
This is all Mystery 2.0. His new method. Is it 2.0?
Shouldn't we get the audiobook?
I want it. Oh, Baxter's Supernatural game. That's great. That's good to hear. Intense training sessions. That's what I want.
A networking opportunity, so you can meet other people who paid $5,000 to talk to girls.
Well, let's see what the $13,000
Find out more.
investment
Right.
is.
Well, you got to invest in yourself.
Oh, good. He's in a fetish club game, multiple women game. What is this? Live in experience.
I have some advice if you want to get with multiple women.
Yeah, Kyle. Make sure you're sounding.
Have money and cocaine.
Not replying to your texts or calling you back.
Have you gotten friend zoned again?
You struggling getting her out on a date. This is Mystery, the world's most famous pickup artist and star of the game.
Was that him kissing a girl?
Now, Mystery is back.
Let the game begin.
And this is Baxter, the most notorious pickup artist on the face of the planet. My wingman, 22 years in the making.
2 girls on your arm.
How to do that for themselves.
And these weekend training
Brush your flaws.
I know.
What?
That guy used it for several episodes.
Look at these sessions.
Do you floss before you brush or after? Me and my buddies need to know.
You get
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
imagine flipping
That'll happen to you.
to get women.
All you have to do is just bring your or already have girlfriend and have her be in the crowd and make it look like you're.
With strangers.
Then this is the package for you.
Oh my God.
It just ends. It just ends.
There I am. 2004. It's not that different than this. But now that I look like Mr. E, I definitely need to go get my hair cut because I can't be that guy.
How many of those females in that tribe where you will quite likely never leave, or if you do leave, you'll have to start a new one and you'll have to be really social so you can convince people to start a tribe. You want to come with me? We're going to pick a plot in the desert and we're going to build some huts. Right? If it's not
$12,000.
it's boring. That's why
Yeah.
it's around 150 people. You know? You need to live just like an ant in an ant farm with other ants. You can't live by yourself. So if you've been feeling sad or been feeling a little crazy, you just haven't been getting out enough. Of those girls, 25 of them, how many of them are going to be sexual viable mates?
Okay, I've had enough. So
This is crazy.
it's
Like, it's kind of culty at this point.
it is definitely culty.
I just don't know about. Yeah, he does look like a '90s ecstasy dealer. I don't know where to go from this. That kind of sucked the energy out of what I was doing. Him doing this, and like, I want to see the people that he's doing it for, and then I want to contact them and help them. As a love guru, that
Right.
a couple people have said that I definitely am in the comments because I've repaired my reputation.
For $9,000 at a
No, I don't want to do it for any money. I got money. Okay, I live in this palatial curtain room
I forgot.
with the 12-foot tall robots.
Yeah,
Like,
with
I'm doing fine.
The curtain doesn't really match, but you know that AI guitar does look crazy if you look at it.
Yeah, and no, it's really cool.
Yeah, look at how crazy this is. Like we said, we made the set first, and then we're like, what else can we put in there that's weird? And how about robots, Rockstar robots? And that's what it did. That being said,
We're gonna finish the pickup artist, and we may even do season 2. But this guy's bananas. He's off the rails more than me.
oh yeah,
Right?
he's charging a lot of money. Where you ask for $2 to play the trumpet?
I didn't ask for that money.
That's true.
That was sent to me as a request.
You do dance,
And I satisfied the request.
You are the dancing monkey. That's right. My bad.
Are you ready for some football? I don't know the football song. I don't watch football.
Score the hand egg over in that area. Yeah. So
Is there kicking in football? A little.
a little, but we don't focus.
But it's mostly throwing.
So thank you for watching with us on YouTube, where we have to be very careful on what we show.
And what we say, we don't want to alienate any like sort of northern latitudes countries that are, you know, kind of associated with England and stuff like that. We definitely want to make sure that those people feel just as safe watching Back to Sofa as anybody else. Comment below if you're a foreigner. Iceland. I'd love that.
This is as good as it gets. I'm a female foreigner.
Thank you, Kodama. I love having you here. It's great.
Blah, 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 blah.
Hey, vilified vapes. I used to love vaping, and I did it for a long time, but I had to quit. Thanks for watching. Scott from Boston, I'm glad to have you here on the sofa with us.
Oh, I'm Scott from Boston, Matt?
Yeah. The
Worcester shirt?
vapes guy, right. And so I was in the Boston area, and I was in a hotel, and I called my friend Henry, who's from Boston, and he goes, hey, where you at? And I said, I'm in Worcester. And he goes, Worcester? What are you, fucking bizarre? It's Worcester.
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 Yeah.
Worcester. All right.
Worcester.
Okay, yeah, why don't you do a throat sing, Kyle, to take us out? Because that's what you guys really want.
I'll do the high version where you sing 2 notes at the same time.
All right.
Seriously though, thanks for watching, but yeah, it's the end of the show. This is the end of the show. It's over. Show's over. You've had enough of us anyway. Did you catch the part where Chris was annoyed when everything didn't go perfectly? How about when Kyle crowbarred in his shoe style? The show's over. You should be grateful it's finally over. Over and out.